Hi, Winter Rosie here. For the longest time, I always wanted to make a list of some of the greatest songs ever made in K-pop. But back then I didn't really have anyone to talk to about it. And now that I have a channel, I think it's the perfect time to finally do. I've seen other videos about the best or greatest songs ever made, but it's usually just a video compilation of the most popular K-pop songs ever. And I don't find that genuine at all. I wanted to do the same thing, but a little different. Instead of just showing it to you, I'd like to properly explain why I think a specific song deserves to be one of the greats. Trying to be as transparent and unbiased as much as possible. This will be a multi-part series lasting for maybe 10 parts. But realistically, this could last forever. There are new songs dropping every day of the week and one of them could possibly be a really good one. I'll keep it to 6 songs every part just because too much will probably make the video runtime an hour long. Also, there are only so much great songs out there that we don't want to immediately finish off the list. Reminder that these are my own opinions from my own experiences and views. If you think a song doesn't deserve to be in here, then please go talk to a wall. You may say your own opinions down in the comments, but I will not tolerate any further after that. I will not change my list no matter how hard you defend yourself. And if you do agree, let's be besties. Okay, enough talking. Let's enjoy the video. One major factor for me in deciding if a song is a masterpiece or not is how well it does its own concept. Concept is heavily influential to how a pop song is conveyed and how it's received. If the artist fails to properly express the song's meaning, then the song is a failure. But this song fortunately isn't.
어서 오십시오. 이 가게는 참 메뉴가 고르기도 쉽죠. 시켜도 오감을 만족하지 지나가던 나그네 비둘기까지.
Noise music in K-pop has been so disapproved by the industry that releasing a song like this is basically a crime. No one wants to hear grown men growling and being edgy anymore. It was getting too old. But this one was something else. Stray Kids took the noise and shoved it down our throats. They've always had an aggressive sound, but this one just beats everything. The Stray Boys made one of the most hard-hitting songs ever recorded in history, and I'm all here for it. The nasty horns and drums playing all throughout the song is surprisingly pleasing to the ears. The gunshots with the do-do-do, and the beat drop is just my god so satisfying. The only time the song takes a break is during the pre-chorus, Felix's verse, and the bridge. Which all leads back to the heart-pounding mess of a chorus. A good mess, I must say. When it comes to music like this, I'm always hesitant. But this song shows that good music is still out there being made. Stray Kids and other groups will have a hard time beating this one. Songs like these are hard to make, because they require full commitment to its concept and proper execution. Songs that wouldn't sound good in paper, but when done perfectly, it's a sight to be seen. I think you can't argue with me on this one. 17 has this certain charm to their music that only they have. Each one of their songs has personality that not every group can achieve. This type of sound and vibe is only present with 17, and it's very apparent with this specific song. The pure rush, energy, and adrenaline this song emits is out of this world. I am never not dancing to this song whenever it plays. It's fast-paced in the most natural way possible, and it's borderline obnoxious. But I think that's what makes this song one of the best. When was the last time you heard a song like this? Exactly. It's been years since this song dropped and no one has tried to dethrone it. Nothing beats 17's disco funk pop music. Energetic songs has always been the forefront for K-pop genres. From catchy melodies and addicting instrumentals, all down to a memorable experience. Which is exactly what this next song excels at. Coming from a group that debuted just last year, this song does everything so well. It's still relatively new compared to most songs on the list, but I can confidently say this will hold maybe even longer than most songs on here. Gen X kids will listen to this and go like, I was born in the wrong generation. The way Monday sings and raps in this song just automatically makes the whole song a 10 out of 10. Soon singing her soul out on that iconic bridge, followed by Jihan leading the third chorus with her sweet voice. I really don't even have to explain why this song is so good. We've all heard it. I can compare this song to the math equation, 1 + 1 = 2. It's a simple formula with simple solutions and it's straightforward. And it's perfect. They had everything to make a good song and all they had to do was, well, make it. They couldn't mess up this song at all even if they tried. It was bound for success. Literal K-pop perfection. And how can I say K-pop perfection without mentioning those who helped shape the industry? Before all these groups, there was one that always had the most addictive songs, stuck in your head like a drug. Yes, I listen to pre-4th gen music. I know what you're gonna say. Winter Rosie old had. Bones already crackling. But please hear me out. I really miss K-pop songs like these. Groups and companies aren't bold enough to make songs like Heart Attack anymore. They'd rather go the trendy route than risk one comeback for something that could have been unique and amazing. That's why groups are starting to sound all the same. Nothing separates them from one another. Which I see nothing wrong with. We still do get bops here and there. But you gotta appreciate how creative and distinct each group was back then. AOA, especially with this song, is just peak quirky fun. It's not my favorite song by any means, but you can't get more iconic than this. The purpose of the song was to be a hit, and it hit every spot so perfectly. It has, in my opinion, one of the best choruses in K-pop. It sounds like the perfect party fun anthem that you can play anywhere and everyone will just start dancing to it. A whole ass bop indeed. And going back to the being unique part, there's always one group that comes to mind when it comes to doing something different every time. In a world full of mediocre songs, we have a group who isn't afraid of taking risks and still manages to pull it off no matter how and when. And who else other than Red Velvet themselves. I will never shut up about how great this song is. This song gets better every time I hear it and I don't know how it does. Consider me having an emotional connection with this song. Bubblegum K-pop must be the most fragile genre to try as a group. Unlike other genres where you could release something average and is still considered good. In here you don't really have that. It's either the song is a masterpiece or it's absolute trash. No in between. And what Red Velvet did here was obviously perfect. This is probably the most laid-back bubblegum pop song ever made. They weren't too annoying with the high voices and repetitive one-liners. It wasn't overly cute too. It was just the perfect amount. The instrumentals isn't too fast for your ears and brain to collapse. Red Velvet singing definitely carried most of the song. It's no surprise they sound amazing, but even with so much vocal power like Wendy, they didn't go all out with it. And I think that's what makes the song. It's in the barely annoying bubblegum pop area, that perfect gray area where everything is balanced and well made. Because sometimes a song does too much, and sounds too much. That's the thing we call noise music. But sometimes it's done with a purpose. You know, something like this. People will always tell me, oh this song isn't that good, the chorus is just too loud. And I just dead stare right at them for them to realize what they just said was incorrect. I mean technically they aren't wrong, but how am I supposed to take you seriously when all you comment about is the chorus? And not the actual deep meaning of the song. I've already talked about this song so many times that I lost count. This isn't just a song, it's an artwork. A cultural reset, the oxygen you breathe, a lifestyle, an escape from this cruel world filled with thieves, the first gift you opened on Christmas, a hug from a loved one, everything you've ever wanted. And I unironically mean all of that. This song is beautiful inside and out, from start to finish. It gives off this beautiful feeling of freedom and peace. It's an absolute masterpiece that transcends time and space. I can't simply pass out songs that has such deep meaning to it. And before you hit me with, it's really not that deep. Chill. Well, it is that deep. Songs are supposed to connect the artist and listener together. It's not the most popular concept in K-pop, but for the rare times that it happen, I appreciate it a lot. Which is exactly why this next song is so near and dear to my heart. I really do love this song. Like maybe a little too much. With this being my first ever comeback as a K-pop stan, I think it still holds pretty high on my list. I don't usually cry to songs, especially ones that I can't understand because of its language. But this goes even beyond the language barrier. If you listen closely with your own ears and own heart, you don't really need lyrics to fully understand the message of the song. In fact, I think it's better if you don't understand its original meaning at all, so that way you can personally give your own interpretation of it. I'd like to think of this as a song about missing someone you truly love and care about. Afraid of saying goodbye, waiting for the day you get to meet. No darkness, and no seasons, can last forever. The soulful singing the members give in this song is probably the best they've ever done in a title track. I doubt BTS will do something like this ever again. Maybe for their last song, who knows. When groups do slow or sentimental songs for a comeback, it usually comes off as boring and uninteresting. But this one emits so much emotions and genuineness that it doesn't come off as bad. I actually think this is still their best track till this day. Just a true and pure message about longing to meet someone again. Which is exactly why I think it's one of the best songs ever made in K-pop.